Hello and welcome to another video tutorial Monday. This week I wanted to make a quick Halloween card that uses a Lawn Fawn set in a kind of unconventional way. This set is Heebie-Jeebies from Lawn Fawn, and although I really don't like spiders, I love these stamps because I think this Happy Halloween in the spiderweb is just so clever. So what I wanted to do was create kind of like an entire card front that's covered by a web. So I think that'll be really cool. So I'm going to stamp this multiple times, and then the main one is going to be in black, the rest are going to be in gray, and we can draw in lines around the rest of the card to make it like a full web. But to start out with, I want to create kind of something to really highlight the main Happy Halloween. So I'm actually going to stamp, this is some Nina Solar White cardstock. I'm going to put my image is actually face down on the stamp so that the base part is actually sticking up. And I'm going to ink the whole back part of the stamp up with this Tangelo ink from Memento. And then, just for a little bit of added security, I guess I'm going to spray it just once or twice with my mini mister filled with water. And that'll just give it a little bit more fluidity. And then I'm just going to stamp this down right about where I want my sentiment to be. There we go. And you have to remember, this isn't going to be exact because it's upside down, but it's going to be about the same shape, so it'll be really nice and kind of fun. So I'm going to clean this off just using some more water, and now I can flip it back around and we can start stamping. First I'm going to stamp this in Memento black ink. I'm going to put a sheet of paper underneath it first, and I'm actually going to put a mouse pad underneath this because it's kind of a detailed stamp. So just having that extra give behind it is going to really help. Okay, and I'm gonna like kind of try to keep it not lined up on purpose because it's not going to line up right. So I want to make it look intentional. That's a trick of designing, is when you know it's not going to work, make it look like you meant to do that. And then I'm going to clean it off a little bit. And now we're going to switch to gray ink so that this one really stands out the most. My issue is that I'm not quite sure which gray ink that I want to use. Now I know I have a Memento London Fog marker, so maybe that would be the best kind to use, but just using this, comparing it to Weather Vane Jenny Bolin ink, and I really like the color of Weather Vane a little bit better. So I think what I'm going to do is use the Weather Vane and then fill in the spaces between the spider webs with my London Fog marker and just leave it at that, because I like this color better overall, and I think having it predominantly in the card will be nice. So I'm just going to ink up this stamp, and I'm going to stamp it all over. I'm going to really, it doesn't matter which way it's facing, because remember, you're not going to be focusing on this one as the main part of the card. So just try to make it look random and really get, just have fun with it. And now that I have all of the stamped images in, I'm going to use my London Fog marker. This is from Memento. And I'm just going to go in and draw connecting lines. Now just remember to be free and keep kind of going with the same kind of curve that's already existing, because if you're just really confident with your line drawing, it's going to look like they're meant to be there. So just kind of fill in these randomly. I might add some more like spokes, I guess you could say. So like right here. like this, and that'll really help fill things in. And so I'm just going to do this all around the card. Alright, so now that I have my lines drawn in around the card, I'm just going to round the corners. And now I can ink the edges. I'm going to make another blending tool foam. The foams are really inexpensive. They're like $3 for a pack of 10. So I like to just keep one for each ink color that I have, and when I haven't made one before, I just make another one. So I'll just put WV on this one for Weather Vane, and then mark that it's a JBS color. Now I just use a Sharpie, and then I just keep them on this little piece of, it's like a piece of chipboard with just a grid drawn on it, and then I'll label it. So you can see I have one for cough syrup and soap powder here, and I just hang this on a little nail. There's a hole here, and it's right above my desk. So I do that, and then I can have my own inking tool for each color of ink I have, and it's definitely better than like washing it out or something like that, but these are washable, so if you want to wash them out between each use to save some space or save some money, definitely go for it. So I'm just going to ink the edges, and then I'm going to use some foam squares to adhere this to my card. These foam squares are from Best Creation, and they come on a huge sheet. This is probably a half sheet. I cut it down after I used a whole bunch of them. But I really like these for really quick and easy adhesive applying, because I find I go through the big ones really fast. And by the way, this is Mandarin cardstock from Hero Hues, their Sunshine multi-pack. And I just cut it down to a standard size card, adhered my card front to it. And then I'm going to add some black rhinestones to decorate my little web here. I'm just going to use some of these medium ones on each of the little corners. So I think that definitely highlights the Happy Halloween just enough to really make it shine. So yeah, so here's the finished card for this week. And here's a close-up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you again next week on another Video Tutorial Monday.